So picture this, a festival that celebrates the defeat of a 10-headed demon king, a powerful buffalo demon, and an entire army, all at the same time. Today we're diving into Dussehra, a massive spectacle of color and tradition that's all about these epic victories.
But that's the big question, isn't it? How can one single festival possibly honor so many different monumental triumphs? I mean, it sounds like 3 separate holidays all rolled into one. How does that even work?
Well, it turns out the answer is actually pretty simple and really beautiful. Every one of these stories, every single triumph, is tied together by this one universal, powerful thread. The idea that good will always win out over evil. That's the real heart of Dussehra.
Okay, so to really wrap our heads around this festival, the best place to start is, well, with the name itself. Because as you're about to see, the names actually tell us a huge part of the story. So the most common name you'll hear is Dussehra. This comes straight from Sanskrit. You have Dasha, which means 10, and Hara, which means defeat. It's a direct, almost literal reference to the defeat of that famous 10-headed demon king Ravana. So boom, right there in the name, you've got the whole conflict.
But you'll also hear it called Vijayadashami. This name also comes from Sanskrit. Vijaya means victory, and Dashami means, you guessed it, the 10th day. So put it together, and it literally means victory on the 10th day. And that gives us a perfect clue about when all this celebration happens.
And that 10th day falls in the month of Ashwin in the Hindu calendar. It's the grand finale right after the 9-night festival of Navaratri. So you can kind of think of it as this massive climactic conclusion to 10 straight days of devotion and celebration.
All right, so we've got this powerful central theme of good vanquishing evil. But where did these incredible stories actually come from? Let's get into the 3 legendary triumphs that really give this festival its punch.
First up, and probably the most famous, is the story from the great epic, the Ramayana. This is the tale of Lord Rama, who wages this huge war to defeat the demon king Ravana and rescue his kidnapped wife, Sita. This epic battle is brought to life every single year in these massive outdoor plays called Ramlila all across North India.
Okay, now let's head over to Eastern India, because the focus shifts to a totally different but just as powerful story. Here, it's all about the warrior goddess Durga. After a ferocious 9-night battle, she finally slays the shape-shifting buffalo demon Mahashura. This festival, called Durga Puja, ends with these huge emotional processions where her idols are carried to the water.
And believe it or not, there's a third major triumph that takes us into another great epic, the Mahabharata. The legend goes that on this very day, the warrior prince Arjuna took his powerful celestial weapons out of a secret hiding spot and single-handedly defeated the entire massive Kaurava army. It's an amazing story that links the festival to courage, valor, and even the tradition of honoring your tools and weapons.
So you've got these 3 epic stories, all celebrating one core theme. But what does that actually look like when people celebrate? Well, as we're about to see, this single idea is expressed in a dazzling variety of ways all across the subcontinent.
And let me tell you, the ways people celebrate are just breathtaking. We're talking about everything from towering, fiery statues that light up the night sky to these intricate and graceful community dances that can go on for days and days.
The diversity is just amazing. So in North India, you have the famous burning of Ravana's effigy. Head east to West Bengal, and it's the beautiful emotional immersion of the Durga idols. In Maharashtra, people exchange these special leaves that are meant to symbolize gold and good fortune. Travel south to Karnataka, and you'll see the world-famous Mysore procession with these majestic decorated elephants. In Gujarat, the nights just come alive with these energetic Garba and Dandiya dances. And it even goes beyond India. In Nepal, it's celebrated as Dashain, and it's the biggest festival of the whole year. It's the same core idea, just with a unique, vibrant local flavor everywhere you go.
Now here's something important. It's really easy to get Dussehra confused with another huge festival, Diwali. So let's clear that up real quick. Dussehra is all about the victory over evil, Rama defeating Ravana. Diwali, which happens 20 days later, is about celebrating Rama's triumphant return home. Think of it this way. One is about winning the war, the other is the huge welcome home party that follows.
And speaking of traditions with deep roots, get this. That spectacular Mysore Dussehra procession we just mentioned? Yeah, that's not some new thing. It's built on a royal tradition that is over 400 years old. That is some serious history right there.
Okay, so we've had the stories, the parades, the fireworks, but after all of that, what's the real message here? What are we supposed to take away from this ancient festival in our modern lives?
Well, it really seems to boil down to 4 incredibly powerful ideas. First, this unwavering belief that no matter how dark things get, goodness will win in the end. Second, that following a righteous path, what's known as dharma, is always, always worth it. Third, it's a symbolic time for a fresh start, a chance to clear out the negative. And finally, it's a celebration of the ultimate virtues, courage and truth.
And you know, this is what makes Dussehra so timeless. It's this powerful reminder that the fight between good and evil, between light and dark, well, that's not just something that happens in old stories with gods and demons.
It's happening right now, in the little choices we make every single day. The festival is really a call to look inside at our own inner battles. So the final question isn't about some 10-headed demon. It's about us. What will you choose to conquer?